In this vlog, we will try to see data classes in Kotlin and what is the use of data classes. So for example, generally we make use of class to hold some data. So if you have seen in our Android development tutorials previously, we have created Pojo classes for fetching the data from the APIs and storing them, and also with the help of these Pojo classes we can access the data throughout the application. So for example, let us try to create a class user, and here we are having few parameters like name of type string and one more parameter age of type int. So we are having two parameters here, name and age, and also you can add few more parameters. Let us consider main method, and using which create an object for user and also provide the data. So here we have provided some data to our user class, and now with the help of the user we can just make use of them. So here you are getting user.age.user.name. So in this way we can make use of the data throughout our application. So for example, let us try to print user now and check the result. What we are getting exactly, we have passed the name and age, and when we try to print the user object here, what is the data we are getting? So here you can see we have got reference to this particular object instead of data stored in that object. So as we have stored our data, for example, this is the data which we got from our API, and we have stored the data and we are trying to retrieve the data from somewhere of our application, and now we are not able to get the exact data. Instead we are getting the reference for that object. And for time being, let's comment this, and now let us try to create one more user, and here user of, I'm just providing the same values again. So for example, let us consider a scenario where this is the data which is stored on our device, and this is the data which just the user logged in, login details. So we are trying to match the login details with the data stored in our application as just a part of a security mechanism for login implementation. So now let us try to print user double equal to user 1. So as we are having the same data, let us try to check the output. What will be the result now? So here we are getting false. So the name is same and the age is also same, but still we are getting the result to be false here. So let's comment this scenario for now, and let us see one more scenario. We are trying to create one more user object here, and this time we want the data of user to be copied into our user 2. So here in our user 1 we have manually provided the same data, but this time we just want to get the copy option now. So directly we can just make use of the copy here instead of providing the details again. Here we have seen the three scenarios where we try to print the data to string format and we have failed, and we try to check the equal data, that is we try to compare the data and check whether they are equal or not, and that scenario also we failed. And now we are trying to copy the data, and this particular scenario is also not possible currently. And the solution for this is, here you can just provide a data before to the class. So this particular keyword will make our current class to be a data class now. So here you can see we are getting the option of copy here, and now let us try to check this print option as well, and now let us try to print the user as well. So let us try to see these three scenarios and we'll get to a conclusion that how this data class works. And now let us try to print user2 as well. So we will be running the code and trying to see the three outputs what we are getting now. So yes, we are successfully able to print the object and get the values we have stored inside the object. So we have passed through the first scenario, and the second one is like we can compare our two users details here. So yes, it is matching and you can see it is true now, and we have also passed through the second scenario now. And let's get into the third scenario where we have made use of a copy option here. So previously when we have used a general class, we were not able to get these outputs and we failed in all the three scenarios. And now I think you clearly understood why we are making use of the data classes in Kotlin. So in Java, if you want to get the functionality of a data class, you need to provide some code for it. So in Kotlin, it handles the boilerplate code and directly provides you the mechanism of getting the required output. And the requirements for data class is like you must have at least one parameter here. So now let us try to remove these parameters, and here you cannot make it as a data class now. For a data class there must be at least a parameter, and the parameter must be like of a type of var or val. So you cannot declare a normal parameter here, and also you cannot have a data class to be abstract or open. So we use open for inheritance and we use abstract to make our class abstract. So here this is a general overview of a data class in Kotlin. And yes, inside data class also you can just have some function. Just you can make a function like show and you can just provide some code inside it. So data class is also similar to our general class, but here we are having some extra functionalities provided. We can easily make use of the functionalities like copy, hash code, equals, that is comparing the data, and also toString, that is we are able to print the data by making use of the object. I think you have got a good idea of what is a data class in Kotlin. So yes, this is it for this tutorial on data classes, and I hope you have gone through our previous tutorials on Kotlin as well. If not, I am providing the links in the description section below. Also, if you like this tutorial, do like, share and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content on Kotlin.